Happy New Year, everyone. I'm so pleased to be back at Unicity doing the work that I love, even with the pandemic and all that it's brought to us in changes and restrictions. This past year, with all of its twists and turns, reminds me of the opening lines to a classic novel written 160 years ago. Charles Dickens opened his beloved story, A Tale of Two Cities, with these lines, quote, "It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the season of light. It was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope. It was the winter of despair." Close quote. As the year 2020 began, I was in the final 6 months of a 3-year missionary assignment for my church. My wife and I were serving this mission in the Philippines. That work was rewarding, but also very demanding. And so it was only in those final few months that I was able to turn my attention just a little toward what I would be focused on when I got back to Unicity. I made some big goals and plans, and then the pandemic hit, and our focus was brought rightfully back to taking care of these approximately 200 young men and women who were our responsibility, and we focused on them 100% of the time. As the news grew more alarming, though, I wondered from time to time what you in Unicity would do. Would you grow fearful and lose your hope and confidence? Or would you see this crisis as an opportunity to get even busier, helping people get healthier and stronger? Like always, we have to choose what we will do. And our choice is heavily influenced by the way we see things. In the powerful book, The 3 Laws of Performance, the author writes that the first law of performance is that how people perform at anything they do is directly correlated to how that thing occurs to them. In other words, what you do and how well you do it depends almost completely on how you see it. Here's the magic. You get to choose how you see it. Now, most people don't exercise this amazing gift. Instead, they allow negative thinking or negative experiences from the past or the emotion of the moment to dictate their vision. They act more like Pavlov's dogs than humans with agency, the agency to choose their response to anything that happens to them. But you have that agency. Now, as I look back over the year 2020, that question in my mind, wondering what you would do, how you would see it, has been answered completely. Most of you chose to see this pandemic as a cause, even a crusade to help others. You strengthened your resolve, you improved your talents, you doubled your effort, you elevated your confidence, and by so doing, you lifted the spirits and well-being of thousands upon thousands of your friends and relatives, and in some cases, total strangers, who then became your friends. For this, I can only say thank you. Kamsahamnida, kam onban, gracias, arigato gozaimasu, sukran, merci, akun, dinyivad, tere makasi, and Dankeschön. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being leaders, for being people who inspire hope and lift others to higher levels of life and living. For you, 2020 was truly the age of wisdom and a season of light. Now we face a brand new year. What will we do? Remember, what we do depends so much on how we see it. How do you see 2021? Is it the year you really come into your own? A year when you do more than you ever dreamed you could? Remember, you get to choose. As you choose to believe in yourself and in your potential, your performance will rise, elevate itself to correlate with that belief you have in yourself. I have a big vision for 2021. I believe it can be our best year ever. But for that to happen, it must be your best year ever. How can you have your best year ever? Simple. Help more people be healthy and strong. COVID is still around, and even though we are close to getting a vaccine, there will always be another virus out there, another health crisis. And the best protection will always be your own healthy immune system. How can you strengthen your immune system? How can you help others strengthen theirs? Let me share my top 5 ways of keeping my immune system as strong as possible. Number 1, get a good night's sleep every night you can. Use our melatonin, it's great. Number 2, eat a healthy diet. Cut back on the sugar and processed carbs, they're killers. Number 3, exercise in some way every day. Move your body and get that blood flowing. And do it outside as much as possible so you get some of that natural vitamin D. Number 4, take balance twice a day before your meals. Balance slows glucose release and reduces the insulin spike. This will help your body burn fat, and that will help you sleep well at night and feel good all day long. Number 5, reduce your negative reaction to stress. How? Have a Unicity every morning, at least. I have mine hot and enjoy it slowly as I do my planning for the day. With Unicity, every problem looks easier to solve, and thereby the negative reaction to stress is reduced. Those are my 5 top ways to strengthen my immune system. You probably have your own ways. Just make sure you take care of your health in 2021, and by so doing, you become your own best marketing of your Unicity business. In 365 days from now, we will all be looking back on this year. We will be either seeing all those missed opportunities we could have used to achieve our goals and dreams, or we will be reviewing with joy and gratitude all the great blessings that have come our way. You choose. As always, you get to choose. Thank you again, my friends. Let's make 2021 our best year ever.